Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, who has given us such means to be able to contact all our brothers and sisters in the world in one fraction of a second and very, very easily. My name is Mahmoud, and I hope with the help of Allah to do some videos to participate to the efforts of my brothers and sisters who are doing efforts to improve the situation of the Muslim community and to raise the word of Allah and to return better to Allah and His Prophet ﷺ, and to return to Quran and to the Sunnah. In my videos I will talk about some of our mistakes that we are doing now and we have been doing since many centuries, and to propose some solutions. Of course, our mistakes are so numerous that I cannot treat all of them in few videos, but I will try to talk about the most important, inshallah. The first of them is that we have, of course, all what I will say is about the majority of Muslims, of course, because it's the result of the comportment of the majority that has led us to such a situation where Muslims are killing Muslims. Of course, there are very, very, very good Muslims, alhamdulillah, and all what I would say, of course, is about the person concerned, and each one will recognize himself. For those who are good, we ask Allah to improve more and more our and their faith, because we will never reach the Prophet ﷺ, but it's our model. And the model is done not to be reached, but to be considered as a reference. So the first big mistake that we are doing is to neglect the personal effort. And this personal effort is to be close to Allah and His Prophet, and to worship Allah at every instant of our life, everywhere, in all circumstances, when we are alone with our family, our wives and husbands, our children, our neighbors, our friends, our job friends, outside, everywhere, with the environment, with all the creature, with all the creation, with all the Muslim and non-Muslims, to be as close as the Prophet ﷺ in all this situation. And we are worshipping Allah mainly in a few times in our lives, and few places, mainly in the masajid, in Hajj, in Ramadan, in the prayers, and some actions. And the rest of the time, we are sometimes worse than non-Muslims. And it's the accumulation of all these mistakes, as you know, that has led us to what we are living now. It's like the energy. If you consider the laser, it's few energy from one atom to the other, and we obtain laser ray that can cut a piece of steel that is many inches thick. So, and the opposite is true also. If we do small good, it will be multiplied, especially in this domain. Don't forget Allah. And if we do a little bad, it will be multiplied. And don't forget Shaitan, Ar-Rajim. And this effort was named by the Prophet ﷺ the big efforts. And the efforts of the war against the kuffar, it was called the small effort, jihad. Because the nafs, the personal effort is very hard, because it has to be done all the time, alone sometimes, and with many opposition by the surrounding world and from ourselves, and we don't see the result, and we may never see it, and we have to do it every second of our life. That's why it has been called big by the Prophet ﷺ, who was taught by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the other effort, it's harder. We may die, we may be cut in pieces, we lose our family and our wealth and health. But it's limited in time, and we have the energy of the others, and we are motivated, and it's limited in time, and the result is very close. We see the victory or the effect, and so it's harder and easier in the two ways. But globally, the personal effort is very difficult, because we are alone with Allah, of course, and they have told about all what it needs. And of course, this effort includes stopping ghaiba, bad biting, I think, to say bad, to talk bad about others, even if it's true. If it's not true, it's worst. And to improve ourselves, not to be lazy, to do good, to be good, to clean our tongue, our eyes, our ear, our hand, our feet. And all Muslims know what is good, what is bad. And the people who have wara, it means it's a high quality of piety, they avoid even what is in doubt. And we have to do so, because it's question of we are dealing with Allah, we are dealing with Jannah and the Nar, hellfire, and the paradise and Firdaus. We are. It's very important, and it's question of eternity in Firdaus or eternity in hellfire. So we have to think about this. It's very important. And the solutions, of course, is to be as much as we can in touch with Allah and the Prophet ﷺ, to recitate Quran, to read it all every day. We have to be organized, depending on our situation, to read one page, to do tasbih continuously as much as we can, depending on our situation and our social activities. And to be concentrated more and more on akhirah than dunya, to take from dunya only what we need, because as said the Prophet ﷺ, if one person has one mountain of gold, he will ask for a second one. And we know, we are seeing now people that have $billions, and they are not, they do not stop. They do not stop. They will not stop, except few, very few of them, like Bill Gates. I don't know if he has stopped it, but I know that he is doing charity and more charity there. May Allah guide him to Islam and all the non-Muslim. Ameen. So jealousy and all that. There is one suggestion about jealousy. When you are jealous about any person, and it happens very often because Allah has put in our hearts good and bad. النفس ألهمها فجورها وتقواها. So we cannot deny. It happens to me to the shaitan try to make me jealous or to hope bad for a person who is better than me. But I have found from Allah a good solution is to make dua for this person. Oh Allah, give this person more and more wealth and health and knowledge and beauty and hidayah and iman, which is the best. So if we do this, even if we are not very convinced, but at least we kill shaitan, we kill it and we put it down. And there are many solutions to many diseases, and the best is of course to be always recitating Quran, to have wudu, to do tasbih, and to be in contact with Allah and the Prophet, and to read, to give as much as we can as time and energy and importance to the Quran, to authentic hadith, and to clean our tongue, to clean our eyes progressively. We can learn, we can approach the Prophet ﷺ by our efforts, by learning, and especially by making dua. If we sincerely ask Allah to be better in this and this, and to decrease this and these bad actions and thoughts, and if you are very sincere, you know that Allah will answer. We don't know when, and we have to be patient, because Allah always has hikmah that we don't know, we don't understand. What we are asked for is to do effort and to make dua. That's all. And to learn, and to. I advise you, but I advise you to listen to on video and shuyukh, and to take what is good from them, and to take only when they mention Allah and the Prophet ﷺ. Because the division of Muslims, Maliki, Hanbali, Shafi'i, Sunni, Shi'i, Salafi, to all the East, this has taken us to this situation, and it's never late to return to Allah, to make tawbah. We are learning. The humanity and the Muslim community is like a person. We make mistakes and we learn, and we make tawbah, inshallah, and Allah is always here to help us. There are many diseases and many mistakes, and we have just to read Quran and to focus on the obvious, the mother of the Quran, the verses that are mother of the Quran, clear and very simple to understand, and we have to apply them. That's all. We can add some authentic hadith, and when we do salat, we do it very good, because it's the best way to improve ourselves. And we have to learn, we have to improve ourselves and to ask Allah for help. And we see in Quran what Allah likes and what He dislikes, and we have just to follow. And of course, you can contact me on Facebook. I am here on Facebook and on videos only to help, to share with my brothers and sisters what I know and what I am learning, the little I know about Islam, and to improve our faith, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We meet inshallah in the next video.